Welcome back to a special THI podcast here on TarHeelIllustrated.com. And if you're checking us out on our YouTube channel, Tar Heel Illustrated, I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones, and joining me is our director of football recruiting and someone who wears many hats here at THI, which also includes covering the football Tar Heels, Miss Deana King. And Deana, we're hopping on doing this podcast right now because there's breaking news going on. The Charlotte-Carolina football game scheduled for Saturday at 3:30 at Kenan Stadium has been canceled. According to a release from Charlotte, multiple players tested positive, and they're doing some contact tracing and all that kind of stuff that we've heard about over and over and over at various programs around the nation. Therefore, no game. As of this time, UNC hasn't put out its release, but I'm sure that Jeremy is just getting a comment from Mac and getting a few other things tied up before they put out their release. But it is official. Charlotte has it on its website. We have it on our website. Your initial thoughts to the craziness of the times we're going through right now, just kind of ramp it up a bit, and also hitting home a little bit closer here.
It's a bummer to hear this news today. It's a big game. Anytime you lose a game due to anything, it's a bummer for both programs. I know both schools were really anxious about playing this game, and players probably has some friends and teammates on each of the squads, so they probably was really looking forward to playing this game. The fans, they were looking forward to it. So now they have a game that there's not going to be played, and then plus the open week. So After a very positive, exciting start to the season, now Carolina fans have to wait 2 weeks before they can see their Tar Heels play again.
Yeah, it's a game, and it doesn't matter who you're going to play. It doesn't matter. I mean, these kids want to play. They've worked. Look, we've talked to them so much over the last 6 months, and they started returning back to Chapel Hill in June. They didn't have their traditional player-led workouts, the OTAs, that kind of thing, but they have been together as a group for a while, and they've had one game. And this was an opportunity above and beyond winning a football game. This is an opportunity to get better. This is an opportunity for the special teams to shore up some of the things that didn't go well last weekend. This was an opportunity for the offensive line to be better early and more consistent throughout. This was an opportunity for Sam to hit a couple of long passes to go over the top of the defense. This was an opportunity for the defensive line to get more needed reps. This was an opportunity for the young kids to get on the field more. They want to see more of Tyron Hopper, and he's an older player, but he needs reps. The young guys, Kamen Rucker, I don't know if Des Evans would play this weekend or not, but they want to see these kids on the field. I know they wanted to get Miles Murphy in earlier last weekend. This would have been an opportunity to get him earlier at defensive tackle. So the loss here for UNC not being able to play this game is significant, especially with an open date coming up. That means by the time this team takes the field again, it'll be October. It'll be up in Chestnut Hill, a conference game, and they're going to have to fix all these things that they needed to fix from last weekend without the ability to play a game, without having that as a litmus test before getting on to the next game. So there are a lot of other things at play here, people's health and everything else that obviously concern everyone. But looking at it purely from a football perspective, this will hurt the Tar Heels.
It's almost starting all over again. A 2-week break. So like you said, it was an opportunity to play a lot of players, even Jace Reuter and Jacoby Criswell at quarterback. They could have got some really positive snaps in this game. And it's just it's kind of, like I said, it's a bummer to the program. And I'm anxious to see what Mac, whenever he makes a statement, what he says.
It's a bummer to the media. Now we have to find stuff to get up on the site the next few days. We'll do it. We always do it. We mine to the center of the earth when we have to. But I love watching teams develop and grow. That's one of my favorite parts about covering college seasons, be it basketball. I always say every year, take a snapshot in November and then put it up against a snapshot in March, and there's going to be a lot of differences. I think with this football team, with the things, how they wanted to kind of layer this team if they could have a fairly normal season, we would say the same thing. Take that snapshot from Syracuse, put it up against who they are when they go into the Notre Dame game after Thanksgiving, and I think you see a tremendous difference. Not having this game will affect that just a little bit. Now, in the grand scheme of things, they'll probably eventually figure it out. They kind of know who they are, certainly with the starters. Not a lot of question marks there, but building depth and just kind of, giving the opportunity for reps for a lot of the younger kids in the program are the things that they'll miss from this. And the rust factor when they go up to Boston College, that'll be something too. Now, psychologically, the players, I would imagine that just preparing to play a game all week long, preparing to play a season, then the unknown. Then they were excited because they got it to run out of the tunnel last weekend and actually play a game, even though no one was in the stands. Now you're going to start dealing with the process where they just don't know. They're going to get up every morning and not really know if they're going to have a game that week. And that has to be very, very difficult. And I think that adds significantly to the challenge that Mac has and the coaching staff. And I would say the senior leaders, but the senior leaders are going to wake up with that doubt too. So my guess is that the daily message from Mac and his staff from this point on is going to be dramatically different than it's ever been during the course of a season. And hopefully next year and beyond is never the same. This is just a one-year thing, let's hope.
You wonder what the coaching staff's plans for. Will they have a big scrimmage, on Saturday just to get them in a rhythm, have a almost a game-like scrimmage within the team, maybe have the first team D go against the first team offense and stuff like that. So it's just, I'm interested to see how how UNC staff is going to handle this because, they probably was out on the field, right, practicing, and this news just broke. So,
well, I think that's why Carolina, as of the time we're recording this, and we're recording this 10 minutes or so after the Charlotte news broke, we got our piece up on the front page. Carolina was just finishing practice. Mac was probably getting ready to talk to the players and just finding out himself. So they have to get their stuff lined up before they send something out. And by the time we finish recording this, maybe they do have something out. Charlotte at Carolina, scheduled for 3:30 Saturday at Kenan Stadium, will not happen. Unbelievable. It's every day. I don't know how many times I say unbelievable. You guys are all saying it too because it's the craziest damn year any of us have ever experienced, nobody ever will experience. So we're going to get back to the drawing board. We're going to get content up there for you guys all weekend. And who knows? At least we know our content will get up. Somehow, some way, we'll get that stuff up, Deana.
Yeah, we'll find something.
We'll get it.
You'll do your digging into the program and find something. I just hate, we've really prepared for this week and had a lot of content. We were going to unveil a kind of new segment that I'm doing on our preview podcast that I was really excited for. So we'll just have to roll that out next time.
Absolutely. She's Deana King. I'm Andrew Jones. You've been watching another THI podcast here on TarHeelIllustrated.com. By the way, we have a special going on, 60 days for free. You have till the end of the month to sign up. You get 60-day free trial at THI. You can check out all of our premium content. And if you choose to stick around when that 60 days runs out, you get a one-year subscription for half price. And you get a free T-shirt from BreakingT.com. If you like this video, go ahead and click like, hit the notification bell to get updates with all of our videos here at Tar Heel Illustrated. Thanks for stopping by.